February 24th. After getting about 2 centimeters of rain a couple days ago, most of the snow's been washed away. It's snowing now and pretty cold. I think it's like -8 or something Celsius. There's the Rose of Sharon, just chilling. All the cut points look good. I think before I start going in that direction, I'm gonna take care of these, what do you call them? Are these hostas? I think that's the right term. Anyways, it's snowing, but it's cold and it's gonna be, dry. It won't be wet, so I think now's a good time to just chop these back. They're kind of getting in my way. They have been all winter every time I walk by here. So I'll start with that, and then I'll move that way around the yard, pruning everything before spring growth sets in. Start with the big one here. I'll just kind of work at it here and there throughout the day. Right, so I definitely called these hostas earlier, but they're hydrangeas, and I think they're different varieties. Actually, that big one and this big one are probably the same. And there's a smaller one here, and then an even smaller one over here. Now, I pruned all of these a little bit last year. You can see some of the pruning scars. They grew back like crazy. There were tons of flowers on here. Picked a bunch off. I gave a bunch to my grandma, and we had a bunch. Anyways, I think I'll just start over here with the little one and then work my way down that way. I'll probably put it on time lapse for most of this, but first I'll just clear away the old vegetation that's in there so I can see the structure better. Over here, that's actually fairly thick down there, but that's an old dead one. So this is a good one here. I'm gonna try and cut back, everything so it branches off into 2 again. See how it grows next year. Probably thin out a whole bunch of it in the end as it grows pretty tight clusters. So all right, here goes. I'm just gonna set up the time lapse here, probably right there. And all of these, so I didn't set up a time lapse, but I'll speed up the video later anyways when I'm not talking. But these hydrangeas have, at least the bigger ones, they've got, narrow kind of tube-like structures, right? There's like an opening inside, so bees and wasps and other pollinators, they lay their eggs in there and overwinter, and then in the spring those are the ones that are going to be waking up and pollinating my trees. So I don't want to kill them, so I'll cut the stalks off now, and then if I see any holes in there where some pollinators might be hiding, I'll put those off to the side before mulching everything else up. Some sort of root tuber-like structure, rhizome structure. It's all this grass-like stuff. Whatever this was, it's dried up, and you can see right there. That's what it looks like right now. It'll sprout new growth soon enough. Okay, so I've got everything opened up more or less, cleaned out. I can do more later. Probably end up thinning some of this out. Just testing to see what's dead and what's still alive. A lot of dead stuff down there. Okay. The rest of that might come off naturally, or I don't know. Anyways, we'll get to pruning. I think we can see everything I'll end up cutting back to, so I'll just bring everything back to 2 and short for now, and then see how it looks. There's a whole bunch of dead stuff in here I should take out so this new stuff can grow up. It's the best way to get in here. You can just kind of peel away. Peeling away all the dead, dried stuff in there. This was that big one where I took those big branches off. I want to take more of it. It's pretty hard to access in there. Maybe I can just break off all this small stuff for now and make space. See these, this is what I cut last year, I think. I don't know if you can see. It looks like there's, I don't know, something in there. Maybe I can't see it on the camera, but I'll just leave that down there on the ground. This is really getting thinned out here. I should have done this last year. I was a little too timid. I pruned it last time. There we go. Okay, that's enough. It's looking pretty sparse in there, but I like it. One more I can take off right here. Bring it down to the base, you know. We'll see how that grows. I think that one's dead there. Anyways, we'll see how that grows in the spring. I don't know if I'll do any summer pruning. Last year I just left it, but maybe I can, you know, stimulate some second flushing or something. Just noticed over here some things coming up already. That's awesome. These are probably the tulips. This yard is full of them in the spring, so can't wait to see that again. Stay tuned. Moving on to the next one now. Alright, it's March 4th today. It's been, I think, 8 days since I pruned this one, the hydrangea, smaller one. It snowed a whole bunch, and it's been cold and rainy, warm, then cold again. So I didn't have a chance to continue, but I'm gonna do that today. We got a really warm day and some rain coming on Sunday in 2 days, so I want to try to get this done before that. Anyways, here goes. Maybe I'll set it up here and I'll time lapse the whole thing. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Just quick and easy. Here goes. Alright, it's the next day now, March 5th. That's the aftermath of the pruning job from yesterday. I ran out of time after I did this, so I wasn't able to finish the last two. But I'm gonna do that today. I think that's looking pretty cool. Hopefully I'll get a bunch of, branch division. Like pretty much every spot, there's 2 buds I cut back to. Some of these are already, from where I pruned it last year, divided. Anyways, I'll move a little closer for the time lapse and probably just do these 2 at the same time and be done with it. All right, here we go. Alright, well, that's enough for now. This one had a lot of, branch division. It's pretty cool. I guess you can kind of grow something like this as a forest or something. If you keep pruning each one individually to branch off. I'll probably end up, cutting out a whole bunch of these next year to thin it out and focus on the ones that get a lot of growth. It's this one. This one looks pretty cool too. Some of these are gonna have a lot of character to them. I like how it spreads out and then comes upwards. This is obviously an older, more established one. There's, really old trunks and branches. I didn't really clean out most of these leaves because there was still a lot of snow on this one, I guess. Anyways, that one still needs a bunch of thinning out. But there's the last one. I guess the first one that I pruned, going that way. Pretty good progress. Pruning these back. It's gonna get really warm in a couple days and rain a bunch, so I probably won't do any more, especially to the trees. But soon enough. Here's the aftermath. This is everything I took off the last two. There's everything I took off the other ones, the first two. I guess these ones here came off of the third one. Yeah, this last one had a lot of big branches. I'm gonna cut everything up into mulch. But first, I'll make sure there's no bees or wasps or other pollinators that have made their winter homes in these. Anyways, I'm gonna cut up all my cuttings this year, all the branches I cut off of everything, all the trees. I'm gonna chop up and turn into mulch myself the hard way with my pruners, and use it to use it around the garden instead of just throwing it out, having the city take it away. Anyways, that's it for this video. As always, thanks for watching. Catch you next time. Cheers.